What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to League Racing here today for round number 6 of RaceSpec Esports, the Elite Series here today for the Monaco Grand Prix. We're back at the Crown Jewel again. If you recall, we were here for Apex Online Racing last Sunday or whenever it was, and now we're back again for the Elite Series, so hopefully we can have a good one. I was actually kind of hoping for a wet race, not going to lie. Unfortunately that does not happen, but we'll make the best of it, and I think the main aim again is going to try to come away with a podium. But let's get into qualifying, hopefully park this thing near the front and see what we can do. Alright, so here we are for quali for the Monaco Grand Prix. Coming into this, expectations again really weren't high. I was having problems with tyre temperatures, mainly the left front in practice, just like I had in AOR on the soft compound tyres. So I was a bit 50-50 on what to do, whether I actually try something a bit ambitious and go mediums to hards, but in the end I decided, nope, let's just go out on softs. It's basically what everyone in the field is going to do, and track position is just so damn important around here. You could have a real fast car, but if you're buried back like in 11th or something, then there's just no chance in hell you're going to win the race, unless maybe like a absolute pile up and a half happens, which is also a possibility. I mean, did I just say, I don't even know. Okay, I got that all wrong, but anyway, it's Monaco, anything can happen. But we come across the line, go P1 provisionally ahead of Pete and Bullet Boy. A bit surprised by that, to be honest. I expected Pete to probably just go like in the 8s or something, as well as Darren. But we go out for our second run now. He has bettered us. I think he's down to 1 minute 9.2 or something. So obviously we're going to try and beat that. I think we did a 9.4 in AOR, so we're on to beat that time up to the line. We go provisional pole on a 19.1. Actually really surprised myself with that lap. We go out again at the end of the session on our third run, trying to improve, but we clip the wall with our left rear tyre and we catch the car, but that is that lap out the window. Pete unfortunately improved at the end, Nick's provisional pole office, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, 40 actually nicks it off him right at the line as well. So that's qualifying for the Monaco Grand Prix for RaceSpec Esports, the Elite Series round number 6. 40 takes pole position from Pete Crichton, then ourselves, Darren and Bullet Boy. There's your top 5. Look, the top 3 separated by less than a 10, so I've got a feeling this is going to be a very close race here today. So we'll do what we can. P3, it's a solid starting spot, right where we were for AOR, so hopefully we can have a good race. Let's go and find out.
Okay, your race will be compromised if you're too aggressive into turn 1. We need to stay out of trouble today.
Alright, thank you very much, boss. Welcome, guys, to the grid. Round 6. I don't know why I had to think them, but anyway, sometimes you forget things. But strategy, I think I'm actually going to go on the medium tyres to finish the race off. Obviously, if you guys watched my video from AOR, numerous guys went on the medium tyres and they actually held up really well. So it seems like a viable strategy and one that we are going to go with. I am a little bit worried about tyre temps because I know how badly they can basically just fry around here. It really is only the left front, but it's a real pain, especially, I don't know if it's just like a controller type thing, but yeah, it's a real pain in the ass sometimes to try and keep that left front under control, but we'll do what we can. Come back around now to reform back on the grid. 15 runners for today's Elite Series race as well, so the numbers are slowly rising. We got a couple of new guys in here today, I think. Actually, no, we don't. No, ignore me, I don't know what I'm on about. But anyway, reforming, back on the grid now. Pole position for 40 in the Renault. First one on the series as well, so we'll be hoping for a good race. Pete alongside in P2, ourselves in P3, and Darren in P4. This start is going to be everything. Hopefully we can get a good one, because it's the start is everything here. But awaiting 5 red lights for round number 6 of the Elite Series here at the Monaco Grand Prix. Away we go. We get a really good launch running alongside. We've jumped Pete already. Now we're going side by side with the Renault. We're up to P2 around the outside of 40 into turn 1. Side by side up the hill. We're going to have the inside line. And we might take the lead here up to the top of the hill. And we have. We've gone from 3rd to 1st. Literally in the space of 1 corner basically. Holy crap, what a start that was. So we've, I know I said we needed to get a good start, but holy crap, I did not expect to be leading the race, basically coming out of turn 1, but we've got to keep our head down now. Can't get complacent. It's so easy to make mistakes here and get damage, and anything can happen. Fastest lap at the end of lap 2, quickly beaten by Pete Crichton. Didn't come as a real big surprise. Cutting on now to lap 3. And someone has retired and left the session, and we have a virtual safety car. Okay. So, this, I decided to turn everything down, try to save a bit of fuel, save ERS, more importantly, cool the tyres back down as well. Away we go again. Green flag racing now on the lap 4. 40, still ahead of Pete. He's all over him, mind you, so Pete will be looking for a way through. We've actually been able to hold 40 behind us fairly well. We've actually gapped him a little bit as well. So we've actually got some decent pace, it seems like. Pete actually going for a move on 40 into the hairpin. You can see he's now 2nd. Now he's back down to 3rd. And I think these two are actually going side by side. Just look behind us and they are. Side by side for those two. Cutting on to lap 6 now, and Pete did get the move done, and he actually comes into the pits as well, incredibly early on lap 6. I think he goes on the hard tyres, and, well, Jesus, 33 laps, that's interesting, but cutting on to lap 10 now, and better address the elephant in the room. If you guys noticed, we got front wing damage. I just tapped the wall about 2 laps ago. So I decided, I was umming wow, English today, it's terrible. But I was umming and ahhing whether to change the front wing. In the end I decided it was worthwhile. I didn't want to be, doing 29, 30 laps with a damaged front wing around here. It's just going to lead to more trouble. So we've cost ourselves quite a bit of track position. It was just a stupid little mistake really, one I was really not happy with. Literally just nicked the wall, but it was enough to knock the end plate off, and the effect was immediate, but we'll make the best of it. Cutting on to lap 18 now, caught up to Pure Gold in P5, and this is actually a train, believe it or not, from us all the way up to the leaders, so a 6-car fight for the lead, which is pretty cool, not going to lie. Pete and Darren up there in P1 and P2. I think Darren... Actually, I don't know whether he pits and then just crashes in a couple of laps or something, but on the lap 24, and he has done. And yeah, now we're up to P5. Pete leads from, I think it's Bullet Boy, then 40, yes, in P3. Pure Gold in 4th, ourselves in 5th. Right up behind the Red Bull. We're going to try and think about a move into turn 1, are we? We're close, we're not quite close enough. He loses the back end a little bit though, and this is going to be a real good chance. We're looking, slight tap on the rear end, get off of him, and there we go. Warning for a collision, send it up the inside of the Red Bull. He's still there, but we get the move done. I didn't actually realise how close I was coming up the hill there to his rear end until I actually kind of saw him move a little bit when we kind of touched, so sorry about that, buddy, but just had a quick talk after the race, and there's no hard feelings, there's nothing wrong, so it was good. So we're up to P4, 14 laps to go. Fuel is still quite a bit of an issue, not going to lie. I underfueled the car by about 3.5 laps, thinking, I'd be able to save that up pretty easily, but that really hasn't turned out to be the case around here. I've been running in lean a lot, but yeah, cutting on lap 27. Bullet Boy and 40 have come together. Bullet Boy's in the wall. His race is effectively over, side by side with 40 now, not for the first time in this race, coming up the hill. And we get up into P2, so we've basically just been gifted 2 positions. That was a real awkward kind of incident there. It looked like lag might have been involved. I don't know, that really did look kind of weird, but now how often has this become a regular theme almost on my channel. We're running in P2, and it's Pete Crichton who we got to hunt down. How many times can this happen in league racing? It's going to happen again. There's no doubt. Team Radio.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.7 seconds. They're on old hards. Their tyres are 21 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:13.5. We're slower by 9/10 a lap. They have a time penalty of 6.0.
Alright, so just wanted to clarify if Pete has any penalties, and indeed he does. He's got 6 seconds, and I think I've only got 2 warnings at this point. So on correction, we actually lead this Monaco Grand Prix, but we've got to keep within that 6-second window. We've got to push, and unfortunately on the lap 35 we go and get a 3-second time penalty for ourselves. Pete, he had already extended the margin to around 6 seconds anyway, so he probably would have still won anyway. But at this point I was honestly thinking, you know what, let's just go hell for leather. I'll use up whatever is left on these medium tyres, which at this point definitely wasn't much. There's literally nothing left on the tyres, but that didn't stop me from trying to reel him in. But unfortunately, coming onto the final lap of the race, he's made no mistakes. He hasn't got any more penalties, and we haven't been able to close him in. We did, I think, close the gap to not quite 5 seconds at one point, but we didn't quite have enough. He rolled the dice with strategy, I'll give him that, and it's definitely paid off. He's kept his nose clean. Pete Crichton wins the Monaco Grand Prix, but for us it's going to be P2. I'll definitely take that. So there we go, guys. That has been round number 6 of RaceSpec Esports, the Elite Series, here today for the Monaco Grand Prix. Happy with the result. Definitely felt like the win was there, but you can't win them all. But this is honestly one of my weakest tracks, so I'll gladly take P2. Thank you guys for tuning in, as always. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, stay tuned for plenty more. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys next time.